round 2, play first. This is good. 2 gates, a gatekeeper. I mean, it's not really good, but it'll work. We got our mana. We've got a 2/4 plus sun. Should have let off with the Gruul Guild Gate. No big deal. Alright. Yep. Gates. Go. Tithe Drinker. That guy's annoying. That guy is annoying. Hopefully we draw something other than a land. That works, kind of. Yep. Yep. Is he unleashing that? He did not leash it. Makes me think he's a little bit more controlling. That's alright. So, yeah, it's just pretty clear. We play the gatekeepers. So we're kind of getting up. We could drop a Nimbus Swimmer next turn as 3/3. Would like to do something else. Hopefully we draw something else that we can play. Aurosaurus Arister. Alright, that's going to get him some tempo here. Maybe we would actually even just paralyze and grasp the Tithe Drinker. Which doesn't feel right. Maybe we paralyze and grasp the Roustabout. But I don't think we can afford to just pass the turn next time. We need to do something. And these plays are going to be better later, and this allows us to drop the Guild Gate now. Yeah, alright, so paralyze on the Roustabout or the Tithe Drinker. I think the Roustabout. We might want to just Blast of Genius the Tithe Drinker next turn. Get rid of that Extort. Already at 13. We do have a blocker up, so he's going to have to do something about that or not attack. Or combat trick it up somehow. Demir Cluestone. He's got the Extort. Extort's very good. Very, very good. But we've at least stabilized the board somewhat here. I think next turn maybe we would Blast of Genius on the Tithe Drinker. Just to get rid of that Extort. That's going to add up quite significantly. Gate Creeper Vine. Yeah, I think we just Blast of Genius on the Tithe Drinker. Maybe we did discard the Gate Creeper Vine depending on what we draw here. Yeah, Gate Creeper Vine's the least important card here. And pass the turn back to him. We could have saved that for something more deadly, but that guy, he's a damn good 2-drop. And that Extort's going to catch up to us eventually, I think. Like, we don't have any way to end this game quickly, and that Extort was probably going to get us for like 4, 5, something. Alright, so we've got either 6 or 7 mana available this turn. I guess we'll go with 7 mana and then drop Zerta, Swine, and Brush Strider. Doesn't have any way to deal with Brush Strider right now since we grasped the Roustabout. Which means we can go ahead and attack with these Gatekeepers. He's at 27, so it's going to take us a while. We need to get as much damage as possible. I mean, he can block with the Torture if he wants to, but he probably won't want to. And that is, you know, that's a 6-turn clock if he does nothing else, so... Alright. We'll play the Zerta Druid here. It don't matter. Forgot to drop my land already. Oh, I should have. Damn it! I should have dropped that land. If he has the counter spell or counter spell, unless the controller plays X, where X is the number of or the power of the greatest power of creatures you control, that would have been annoying. I meant to drop that land ahead of time. Yep. Another misplay on my part. What was that? Launch party? Okay. Yeah. We might not be able to kill this guy quick enough. Sinister Possession. Okay, so he's not going to be attacking, but that's a pretty bad card. Alright, so we'll attack. No reason not to. He might start blocking at this point. He might not. And then hope he doesn't have a counter spell because we got to tap out and get this 6/6 beastie out. Yep. Pay 6. Oh, I wish we had the black mana to get some lifelink up. Maybe we'll. We could draw the green Gatekeeper and gain 7 life. That would be actually pretty important right here. And Thrall Parasite. Not what I want him to have, but he should probably crack that Clue Stone. No, he wouldn't be able to do that and Torture. Yeah, don't want that. Alright. Alright, so... Yeah, I should have played the Clue Star Guild Gate, but don't matter. Probably don't matter. So he's probably going to get this Blind Obedience. Yep. It does have a little bit of a mana lock. I think we're just going to be a turn too short. We'll see how this goes. We do come at him with 11 power. So maybe he starts blocking, maybe not. He's got just enough mana to torture us. Plasm Capture. I don't think that it's going to work so well for us, but so let me see. If I attack with everybody, am I just dead on the swing back if he doesn't? Yeah, I'd just be dead on the swing back. So I'm going to leave the gatekeepers back to block. This does still get him, gets him to whatever. Did he just do 2 to himself for no reason? It would appear so. I don't know what that was. I'm also keeping the guild gate, so it's harder for me to reveal plasma capture. It's a very small value play, but I think it's correct. I don't think we're going to need any more mana. Yeah, so I just saw the guild gate again. Let's see what spell he has here. Okay, he's sacking that. So I don't think he's going to be able to kill me this turn. I might actually win this thing. It didn't feel that way. I guess I should actually do the math on it. Azorius Arrestor. Okay, so we plasma capture that. He's going to go up to 7. Let me click through that one time. Let me just make sure I don't screw this up. Make sure he pays these costs. So he's gonna have to block. I think he still kills me. Unless I can draw something here. If I can draw some Blood Rush or something. But I gave myself a chance. I hate to show the plasma capture, but I think I might sideboard that out anyway. It's really not the greatest card. More land. Alright. Good thing there's no mana burn. Yes. Alright. So I attack with everybody. And he's got a block. I can't use the Bush Rider or it'll kill me. If he does it right, he's fine. He did it wrong. Did I? Yeah, I misread it. He should have blocked this guy with the thing and the other thing. But he can still... All he has to do is draw a card, or draw a spell, and he wins. That's true. Oh, I had too much land too. So, what do we see? I'm not sure. This guy's weird between... No, I guess it's not that weird. He's mostly a tempo deck with the Azorius Arrestors, the Tithe Drinker. Then he's got some Blind Obedience, Hired Torturer. It's kind of a control card, but it works in his deck. Weird he didn't... the Roustabout didn't get unleashed. So I think I want to get more 2-drops in, and we're gonna have to cut some of these big guys. Maybe the Blasted Genius is Blasted Genius seems all right. Plasma Capture we can set aside. And should get rid of. I think probably the Blast of Genius, honestly. You don't want to get caught. I mean, we seem to have pretty good mana on it. Maybe actually we get rid of the Clue Stone. Maybe we should do both. And add a Vassal Soul. He didn't show flyers, but he was in kind of flying colors. No. Removal colors. Yeah, I don't want to. I just don't want to get blown out by this guy early on, and then this gives me some inevitability. Draw 3 cards, so forth. Maybe the Zertod Swine's not that good against him. Alright, we'll do it like this. This hand is definitely not good. If I can get a green source, I'm good. I have 9 green sources. I have 2 draws at it before it actually starts to affect me, really. He's kept. Can at least play the Frilled Oculus. On the draw, I'm going to keep this. I might hate myself for it, but we've got some ways to draw out of it. If I just draw, all right. Yeah, as long as I can draw one more land of any kind, I can at least get out the Gatekeepers. That'll slow them down. Still looking for that green mana. We got 9 or 10 green sources. Blind Obedience, okay. Alright, there's another green source, kind of. It will enter the battlefield tapped, however, because of Blind Obedience. Yeah. Yeah, artifacts and creatures. So no Wasteland Viper. But maybe we want to keep him as a combat trick anyway. Alright. This is fine. I like his slow starts. I like it just fine. And we got a green source naturally. So I think we just attack and then play a Stonefair Crocodile. He hasn't done anything on board yet, and we do have a removal spell, so we could get off to a solid start here. And go. Yeah. Just a vanilla 3/2 on through 3 is, it's not bad, but it's not bad at all. Alright. He's not going to be able to block with that. He can't yeah, he can extort. But if that's his only play this turn, that's pretty good for us. We might want to leave the Frilled Oculus back to block, although he does have like the Detain guys and stuff. Don't want this guy to start gaining him a bunch of life. So I still think it's correct to just leave back the Oculus anyway. Or no, we could Clue Stone into Clue. No, wait, we won't have the mana available because of Blind Obedience. That's right. Yeah. Okay. I think we just attack with the Crocodile. Happy to trade. Happy to trade. Although actually I might be trading for that instead. I think we go ahead and play that and the Clue Stone. Clue Stone first. And put the Wasteland Viper. Still kind of looking for a way to get another gatekeeper or gate for the keep to do its thing. Oh, this guy is all in with the extort. These guys are all small though, so he's buying himself some time, but he's not really able to attack into us. Cinder Elemental. Okay. We don't want to incubation any of these guys. If we get up some more mana, we might. Okay, so let me make sure. Okay, so we've got 6 mana, so we're going to attack with these 2 guys, pump, and then play Cinder Elemental. Yeah, that works. Red, yada 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 yada. And just go. So I do have a blocker back. You know, we can Azorius arrest it. That's okay. Since we had the mana available, I think it was correct to send in the Oculus instead of the Viper. Roustabout. Alright. And he's got 3 mana for the extort. Wow, that gets tricky. Do I have auto yield on that already? Yep, okay. So that one we might cross this incubation. Also, note that since he has Unleash, if we use the cross incubation to bounce it back to our hand, he will not be able to block. It can't block as long as it has a +1/+1 counter on it, regardless of the source of that counter. So, also, if we wanted to, we could Cinder Elemental it this turn. Gate Creeper Vine. I think what we want to do here is send in. So we're going to want to play Gatekeeper Vine and Gatekeepers, or pull out another gate, obviously, for that, so we can draw a card. Do we want to attack with the whole team, or I think leave back the Frilled Oculus? Yeah. I don't know. I guess I am offering the chance to trade the Tithe Drinker for the Cinder Elemental, which might be bad, but he's got to respect I could have a combat trick. It's not the worst trade for me if it happens. It's not great, but he does still have 2 other extort sources when we need to kind of put pressure on him. So he just takes it. He just takes 6. So I guess we pull out a Gruul Guildgate, drop that, and Gatekeepers draw. Okay. Yeah, I just can't let this Tithe Drinker come in free and gain him 2 life. Also, I guess I'm a little bit worried about my life total. A little bit. He's having some mana screw. It's not that bad, but with as much Extort as he has, he definitely wants more mana, I'm pretty sure. He's got another Thrall Parasite? Holy jeeba jabba. This guy loves it. He does not have mana for the Roustabout to regenerate, so that's good. Maze Glider. Okay. So let's take a look at this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 mana available, so that's 7. A burn is 7. So if I attack with there's 1, 3, 5. Sorry, 1, 4, 5, 7. I attack with 7 power. He's got a block, or he just dies this turn. Any of the blocks are going to be beneficial to me, since all those guys have 1 power. Wow, 1 toughness. Wow, Electricity would just be sick against him. Okay, yep. He's got a blocker, he's dead. And blocks are all good for me. I'll come back when he figures out what he wants to do. Alright, so he's done the minimum block and apparently give up the Roustabout, which is fine. So we can go ahead and cast this Maze Glider. I guess... just debating whether it's better to do that or... No, actually... I'm going to recycle the Crassus Incubation. I don't want to commit myself in case he does have a board wipe, and this is going to add... I'm just going to recycle the Crassus Incubation on the Wasteland Viper, I guess. I guess I'll just return it to my hand at the end of his turn. That makes more sense than doing it now. Protects me from discard, I guess. Leaves up mana for Cinder Elemental if I had to do something with it. Boy, that Extort is adding up. That's actually fine, because he can't I can just do that during his upkeep, I guess, for what would be lethal. Let me just go ahead and pop that back into my hand. And F6. I guess I'll chump with the Gatekeeper Vine. Or I guess I'm going to just get in front of the Tithe Drinker. Choose blockers, okay. Alright, so I guess I should sandbag that land for just a little bit here. And then, okay, so I swing with 1, 4, 7, 9 power. So he's got a block. Maybe he's got some shenanigans, but see, because the detain's going to wear off on his upkeep phase. So alright, so he takes, let me just make sure I got this right. So he's going to take 6, he's going to go to 8. He takes 6, goes to 8. I'm going to go ahead and use the Frilled Oculus's ability, because 2 damage here or 2 damage there doesn't make a difference. And then put where. Why is it not letting me do the clicky click? Stop on my opponent's turn. And then we'll just try and burn him out before he draws anything or gets any extort abilities. Alright, you got an instant? No whammies. No! Oh, wow. That's bad. Maybe I could have played around that. But like, I guess I could have waited until he cast something to try and do something, but he's still got alright, so he's gonna go up to 5. I'm down to 3. He's got no mana. Void Wielder. Let's see here. So I can use Void Wielder to bounce one of his. I would bounce the Spirit token. I don't want to give him an extra cheap spell. And then I attack. He's got to block everybody, right? Or he's got to block 2 people. He can't block. Yeah, because everyone's going to do. If he leaves 2 people open, they're going to kill him. I guess I should crack this Clue Stone and see if I can draw something else, because I'm not going to do anything else with them. Wait, maybe I am. Okay, Void Wielder's 5, and then yeah, I would lose my pump. I would lose my pump if I crack the Clue Stone. So we'll do it this way. He does enter the battlefield tapped. I guess I go ahead and attack here, force him to block with everything, and then actually Krasus Incubation on the Tithe Drinker. Because he's going to have to chump. He's going to have to double chump. He's probably actually going to chump the frilled oculus. Yeah. Then we cross this incubation on that. Alright. So if he can extort twice, he can win. Otherwise, I think we got it. I don't know what kind of haste he has, what kind of burn he has. Runner's Bane. Okay. Well, if he's got a 1-mana spell, if he's got another Beckon Apparition. Otherwise, I guess we got him. This is a tight game. Tight game. I guess I should have Maze Glidered instead of recycling it across this incubation. But it seemed like the only... I just underestimated the power of Extort. Jeebus. Alright. Yeah, I guess we just attack for... I'm going to be crazy and leave that behind. Go ahead and pump that. That was probably bad. But I was just trying to play around some very extreme cases. Blasted Genius, it would have been nice a couple turns ago. But, alright, so that was a fun game. And I'll see you in round 3.